disappear.
Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Kevin J. Moore. The channel is Ptertain TV, and in this video I'm going to talk about the new Superman film that was released in 2025. Now I was looking forward to it because I'm a big fan of Superman. Watched Superman for years, since I was a kid, watching Superman cartoons and reading the comics. And of course we've all seen Christopher Reeve's outstanding example and portrayal of the Man of Steel. Christopher Reeves is of course the best Superman that's ever been in a live action film movie. But the new one, I was looking forward to. I thought Superman's back. I was happy. I thought, a new Superman and maybe a bit more light-hearted than the Henry Cavill version of Superman. But I watched it and I was afraid it was disappointing. I'd give it probably like 5 out of 10 or something like that. Now, I think there's a number of reasons why Superman wasn't very good, this film, in my opinion. Well, one of the main reasons is that Superman is a bit too weak. He gets smashed quite a lot, quite quickly as well. Towards the beginning of the film, he gets his head kicked in. He's portrayed as very weak, and his physical ability is reduced compared to what we've come to expect from the Man of Steel. He doesn't seem to have quite as much power. I think James Gunn did that deliberately, tried to make him a little bit weaker. In fact, I'd call him Super Simp now. He's a super simp. That's what he is now, super simp. I mean, the man's crying his eyes out, ooh, and someone got killed. He's like crying, and then later on, the person that killed the man that he was so emotionally upset by, the person that killed that man is just talking to him and telling about his emotions and how I get up every day and I feel like this and I'm all this lot. That's not Superman. That's super simp. I mean, the man is too emotional as well. Like a woman. He's emotional and all that. I mean, we don't want that with Superman. With Superman, you want someone to be stoic and you want him to be focused on what he has to do. Not all this emotion and crying and all this. Obviously, when people die, it's sad. We know that it's sad, but the man he was crying about was this guy that he cared about. This man is like crying. And then next minute, like say Lex, I think Lex is the guy who killed him and everything. It's like talking about his problems. And I get up every day and I think this and I think that. He's a wimp, super wimp. He's a super simp, in my opinion. That's what he is. And then him and Lois and all that dynamic. No doubt, what dynamic is there between them? You don't feel any chemistry. What chemistry is there between him and Lois? Superman, and all this, and he goes around to her place, and it's all this. Seriously, man, it wasn't good enough, really. It's a hot mess. And another thing as well is with Superman. If you remember with what's it called, Iron Man movie, because Iron Man was supposed to be the one that starts off the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think the first 10 years was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And it carried on, and eventually it got to the stage where we are today, where it's actually lame. Because Marvel, they can't keep up. I mean, to be honest, it's like sex, you can only keep up for so long, can't you? And that's where Marvel has happened. The climax, Marvel climax, you see. And now it's all downhill from there, isn't it, really? I mean, you might get the odd film that's all right, but generally now, most of the stuff they're bringing out is garbage, especially TV stuff. I mean, childish rubbish that they're bringing out on Disney Plus and all that childish garbage. Anyway, the point is right. With Iron Man in the cinematic universe, when they first made that first film, I think it was in 2008 with Robert Downey Jr., a very good actor. They concentrated on Iron Man and his story, didn't they? They concentrated on him. There was a concentration on the main character, Iron Man. I mean, that's why it was so good. They concentrated on Iron Man. They didn't bring in other people, in loads of different super people, straight away, all these different people, superheroes coming in. And no, it was just Iron Man. It was telling us, it's an introduction. See, that's what Superman is. The film Superman, it's supposed to be an introduction, a new interpretation, if you like, of the Man of Steel. We want the same qualities that we've grown up with. We want the same qualities we always associate with that character. We don't want him getting his head kicked in all the time and booted in the balls and stuff like that. I mean, that's not Superman. Dignity, where's dignity? Where's dignity? Where's the stoic dignity of Superman, standing like that and all the guy, where's that dignity gone? He's just like an idiot, really. A clown. They made Superman into a super clown, but I just call him super simp. He's super simp now. But then Robert Downey Jr., like I said, in his film, what he did with Iron Man, They've just written a great story around Iron Man and how he became Iron Man. And then he's showing him his development, how his character developed slowly, and he became a hero slowly. They started doing bits and pieces. And as I say, they didn't bring other people in. This new Superman, the new film, they brought too many people in. That's where they made a mistake. It's like, they don't realize, look at Marvel, what the success they had. They should have thought, wait a minute, this film's about Superman. James Gunn should have said, it's a Superman movie. It's not a movie about other people. It's about Superman. She should have stuck to Superman. Why are they bringing all these other people in, pure different people, Hawk Girl and all this, like it's a cartoon or something? Obviously, you develop it. Look at what Marvel did. Develop it slowly later on. Drop an Easter egg, maybe, you know, little clip. At maybe one day Hawk Girl will be there, or one day that Green Lantern's going to be in it one day. Slowly bring it in. But in the first film, you don't bring in all these different people. Even remember the original Superman, the first film. They only showed a bit of General Zod and the other two people, Ursula and Non. They only showed them a little bit of them. I think it was, I can't remember now, years ago. But they showed a small bit of them. They didn't show the full thing till Superman 2. That's what they should have done at least with this one. Straight away, they're going in and they're bringing out all these, so many people. And obviously, when you're watching it, all different things going on, you're watching different characters. It's distracting, really. You know, you're thrown in straight at the deep end with all these different people. Straight away, they should have not done that. They should have stuck to one person, Superman, concentrate on just Superman. That's where they went wrong. And also as well, what I noticed with Superman, this new one, James Gunn, the director, every minute he's talking. What's wrong with the man? Every minute the man's talking on interviews and going on with himself. Why don't you just let the main star talk about himself more and talk about what he felt? Every minute they're interviewing James Gunn. James Gunn's there, constantly talking, mouthing off himself, going on with himself, his ego. It even said a James Gunn film. It's James Gunn's ego's in there as well. The man messed up badly. Plus, another thing I say as well is, what about the music? Imagine, right, if you watch a James Bond film, you know, we all know the famous theme tune of James Bond. Straight away you hear the James Bond music. We all know that music, the theme of James Bond. It's the same with Superman. He's got a theme, a main theme for the main movies. They should have got that theme and definitely used that theme in the movie. Not just little clip hits of a kind of an electric guitar version of it. And all that. They should have done the nice, beautiful, what's that guy called that did the theme? I think it's called Jerry Goldsmith. I can't remember his name, but the guy that did the original Superman theme, his guy's phenomenal. He's done loads of films. I think he did Raiders of the Lost Ark, he did Jaws, he's done loads of film themes. Guy's a legend. Is it called, I can't remember his name, is it Jerry Goldsmith? I'm not sure. But anyway, he was a great composer. John Williams. Yes! It's not Jerry Goldsmith, sorry, it's John Williams did the Superman theme and all the other films like Raiders of the Lost Ark and I think Jaws and things like that. He's a great composer. But that original theme that we all know about Superman theme, you know, I'm not going to do it because you know it, don't you? The original Superman film theme from the 78 film. Everyone knows that theme. Now, of course, when Lois and Clark and the New Adventures Superman came on in, I think in the 90s, and then this new one came on, Lois and Superman, the new series came on, those 4 seasons. And they didn't really, and even in Smallville, they didn't really use the Superman theme from the movies. In Smallville, they used it, I think, a couple of times, just a small version of it, a little bit in certain scenes, but the actual full Superman theme was only used very rarely in these TV ones. But in this new one, it's because it's a Superman film, they should have used the original Superman theme from the 78 film, that kind of that theme should have been used. That's one of the big mistakes as well. They'd ruined it with a stupid electric guitar version in very short bursts. Remember, you know, if you look at Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise, he made it into his vanity vehicle, but Mission Impossible, the theme, straight away you go to your Mission Impossible, you see that little fuse light at the beginning, and then it's Mission Impossible's famous theme tune. So that's a massive mistake to me, not using that theme for the film. They should have used it, even if they had to pay £10 million to get the rights to use. They should have used that theme. They can't lose that theme if it's a Superman film. But like I say, it was really a hot mess in my opinion. And Superman is super wimp. That's what he is. He's a wimp now. Super simp. He is super simp. That's what he is. super simp, because he's a simp, isn't it? A wimpy simp. You know, he's not sort of Superman. You don't think it, and it's called Superman as well. You think about what it's called. It's called Superman. That's the name of the character is, and it was far from a Superman, in my opinion, in this film. It's more like a super clown, really. That's what I describe him as. I mean, I wasn't really happy with Henry Cavill's version of Superman. I know not many of you people like Henry Cavill. I wasn't happy with Henry Cavill's version. I was happy with Henry's great actor, of course. But I mean, it's not his fault because he didn't write the script. But I just didn't like the script and everything. But basically, you know, some of the things they did in it, I didn't like. I didn't really. And you know, some of the things that didn't happen. But basically, I think Henry Cavill's better as well, in my opinion. Henry Cavill definitely made me appreciate Henry Cavill. Watching this film, I appreciated Henry Cavill more than ever when I watched this film. And obviously, Brandon Routh, another example of someone that was good as Superman. So those films like Brandon Routh's version and Henry Cavill's version, I appreciated those films so much more when I watched this film. And the final point I want to make as well is, in Henry Cavill's version of Man of Steel and the sort of films that he did, I like the cinematography in those films. Henry Cavill's, the cinematography is phenomenal in Henry Cavill movies. It's just really great cinematography. But this new one, I think it was more cartoonish. It wasn't very good. The cinematography wasn't very good either. So overall, like I said, I'd give it a 5 out of 10 because I just don't think it lived up to the title of Superman, and I think it really is super simp. That's what it is, in my personal opinion, super simp. Anyway, thank you for watching this review. No doubt many of you will disagree with some of the things I've said. If you disagree, put your comments in the comment section. Give me your opinion on what I've said. If you agree, again, you can put your comments in the comment section. Another thing that's very important, I do need your help. I need your help to get this channel to be a bit more subscribers on the channel. So can you just click on the like button and the subscribe button, because then that'll get more people to be able to get to see the videos on my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a really, really nice day, and I wish all the best to you and your family, and I hope you come to see my videos again when I make the next one. Remember, if you just subscribe, you'll get the notification and subscribe, and then you'll get new videos when they come out. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Thank you.